Hey Landon, I finally did it. I got my buzz cut. You may complain and say it's not a real buzz cut, but there was a 8 on the top, so we're gonna count it. This is a lot shorter than I usually do, but won't have to worry about it for a while, so thank you for your recommendation. Today I want to talk about sleep. Now I usually don't sleep very well. I don't know if I really need sleep. I usually only get like 5 or 6 hours a night, and that's fine. I've tried melatonin, I've tried lots of things, but I just wake up. Like I'll sleep for 5 hours, and even if I went to bed at 1, I'll wake up at 6. Usually I don't even need an alarm. Like today I needed to wake up early, and I woke up 1 minute before my alarm and was ready. Usually while I'm asleep, I'll wake up 4 or 5 times every few hours. I'll wake up having to pee, or get some water, or check the news, or exercise. My brain's just always going crazy thinking of tons of things. Something that helps me sometimes is sleeping outside. The past 4 or 5 days I was at a family reunion and we were at a cabin, and I slept outside almost every night because it was easier to sleep. I put a little hammock up on the balcony. I'll put a sleeping pad down. I was trying out a new camping pad for my dad to see if I wanted to buy one. There was a summer where I even slept outside in a hammock every night for over a month because I like sleeping outside so much. This weekend though, one of the nights when I was sleeping outside, I woke up at about 4 a.m. with something weird, and it was snowing on me. Apparently, in June, the end of June, it snows in Utah, so who knew? That was actually cold enough that I ended up sleeping inside on a couch for a few more hours, but kind of weird to have snow on you in the middle of June. Or end of June, I guess. It was also weird because I was like, this is kind of a familiar feeling because I've been rained on in my sleep. Last weekend when I was camping, didn't bring any rain gear, got rained on. It was kind of fine, but this was a little different. Never been snowed on before. I've slept before in a hammock and forgot that the sprinklers were going to go off. That's happened to me a couple times. That's a scary feeling where all of a sudden you go from completely asleep to completely drenched. So, not my favorite feeling. My parents in high school took away my bed for a year. There was a summer I went to go visit family for a few weeks and I came back and my bed was gone. And they were like, you just don't use it, because I would always sleep outside or on the couch or on the ground. And yeah, I just didn't really use a bed for a year. After a year though, I was like, can I please have a bed again? And I got that. So it's a very good reward. I was like, yes. It was a good feeling. That's not neglectful parenting, by the way. They sold my bed for good reasons, I'm sure. I usually can, during the middle of the day, sleep anywhere for about 10 minutes, though. I fell asleep today while in the car on the road. I was not driving, thankfully. I've only done that once, and that was not good. I can fall asleep usually during any boring meeting. I do that most of the time. I've fallen asleep in the shower, standing up. I don't do that very much because you fall. It's not good. One of the weirdest places I've fallen asleep was one time I went to go check the mail in Virginia. There was a rainstorm. I was at a friend's house, and there was a bunch of pool floaties, and I was like, it's raining everywhere. I'm just gonna go under this little covered pavilion and lie down on these pool floaties, and I fell asleep for like an hour. And I woke up and they thought I'd been struck by lightning or the storm had carried me away or something, and I was just sleeping. I don't know. I have a weird relationship with sleep. I'm not very good at it at night, but during the day, I can usually figure it out. My question for you, Landon, is where's the weirdest place you've fallen asleep? I'm sure you've got a few good ones. And to answer your question, Landon, I, like you, am a big fan of Wendy's, but not as much of a fan as our friend Taylor is. Anyways, Landon, let me know your thoughts on sleep. See ya.